Hi Louis. Thanks again for sending me the recordings. They are sounding really good. The Mozart especially, the Mozart and the Brahms were absolutely wonderful. The fugue is really good as well, but there are some timing issues in this one still, which want to be a little bit tightened up. So what I thought might be useful, I'm going to just try and sort of bash out this video, just looking at 2 or 3 bars of the fugue, each of which demonstrate a rhythm that is repeated sort of in various other points of the piece anyhow. But I thought it might be quite useful for you to have something to sort of refer to when you're practicing this, and even sort of practice along with if that's useful as well. Apologies in advance, my notes are probably going to be appalling because I sort of know this piece well to teach, but I'm not particularly well practiced in it at the moment. But the notes aren't the crucial thing, it's all about the rhythm. Your notes sound absolutely fine, but there's just a couple of spots we want to tidy up the rhythm. So the best bar to sort of illustrate where the rhythm is a little bit out of sync is bar 5, so that second bar of the second line. You're playing it a bit like this. So if I just play the quavers there, they're sounding. So I was just playing the right hand for that bar, and you can hear that they're not quite even. They're not sort of occurring kind of in clockwork sort of sync with one another. I think as a kind of guiding principle, what you want to do with this is you want to sort of always be able to kind of feel the quaver beat in the back of your mind. So these few bars that we'll focus on in this study will kind of use that principle. I'm going to sort of click or head bang or in some other way make an annoying sound just to mark those quaver beats so that we can make sure that they're always sort of following one another like clockwork. We never want gap, and that's what's happening a little bit to some of the quavers. So just focusing on that I nearly said fourth, that 5th bar there, we want it to sound a bit more like this, and I'm going to kind of head bang on the quaver beat. This might give me a headache. So we saw a couple of good exercises. One, because if it's useful, sort of play along with the video or listen to that and then pause it and just go through. Another really good way to do it is to play, say in this bar, play the right hand and sing or sort of speak the rhythm to the left hand. Da 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 da. Just so that you can kind of make sure that those quavers are exactly where they want to be. So here it is again. And so on and so on and so on and so on. So practice that bar, just bar 5. Sort of, I suppose really it would have been useful if I'd gone from a bit of the bar before, because that kind of leads into it. I see. Sorry. That's a C sharp, of course. Forgive the deluge of wrong notes. The other bar I was going to sort of focus on for this was bar 11, because this is where it starts to get a bit kind of, I think this is where it starts to get really complex with the 3 voices sort of interweaving a lot. But again, if you sort of look through all that complexity, there's a repeating pattern in this bar, rhythmically speaking, of da 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 da. But what makes it really hard to see and really hard to kind of pull out of the page is that each element of that repeating rhythm is sort of switching between this voice and this voice and this hand and this hand. So I'm going to try and play that those really slowly, and hopefully you'll sort of hear what I mean. Da 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 da, and so on. So we've always that da 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 da. da 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 da, and then that carries on a bit into the next bar as well, bar number 12. In fact, it is the same rhythm in the next bar. Apologies for the wrong notes, albeit with a couple of ornaments just to sort of muddy the water. So for those 2 bars, we've constantly got this. Da 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 da, just like in bar 5, which we did a moment ago. About da 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 da. Goodness knows what I must sound like saying that. So there's those 2 rhythms. The other one I was going to pick up on is, let's use, for example, bar number 16. I wanted to sort of also focus on one where we've got these really, really fast sort of runs. Now, what I'm going to suggest you do, and this is going to sound a little bit bonkers, just using these 3 bars we've picked out today, bar 5, bar 11 and bar 16, is practice just playing those, but practice hopping from one to the other, which of course in performance you're never going to do. But it's a good way of kind of working on the rhythm and working on the tempo as well, because if you find going from, say, bar 5 to bar 16, you're massively speeding down or you're massively slowing up, that kind of shows you there's something kind of amiss with the tempo. So just looking at bar 16, we have got quavers kind of marking the beat through there. So the first 6 left-hand notes are quavers, and then we have a pair of quavers at the end of the bar buried in that sort of right-hand pattern there. So this fairly dodgy slight reading. Da, 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 but again, it's just about sort of feeling that beat. So again, going back to an exercise we did with the first one, I would play the quavers, any of the quavers I can't, and sort of sing or kind of think through the other stuff going on there. So I'm going to badly, I hasten to add, sort of roughly sing or speak the rhythm for the right hand whilst playing the left. Da 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 da. Now let me try doing that, going from, I'm going to do bar 5 and then I'm going to do bar 15 like that. I'm going to sing, I'm going to play the right hand in bar 5, the quavers, then I'm going to play the left hand in bar 16, the quavers, but I'm going to sing the other parts just to kind of get a good sense for the rhythm. So here's bar 5. Da 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 da. Da 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 da, and so on and so on. Similarly, we could do the same for bar 11. So if the middle voice there is just playing straightforward quavers. Where we got with the outer 2 voices doing the other stuff. So here, let's. Yeah, I'm going to sort of try and sing the other 2 voices. So this is going to sound a little bit daft, because what I'm going to try and do is sort of speak or sing a higher note when the note is in the higher voice and a low note when it's in the bass voice, but I'm going to play the middle voice because that's the one that's nicely on the quaver beat, like perfectly on the quaver beat. So I will sound like a complete wally doing this, but who cares? So la 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 la. Oh, okay. Let me try that again. So we've got. Okay, let's get this right, Chris. It's really hard to follow. High, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high. So we've got those voices sort of in. I'll try and play that whilst just with the top 2 voices, and I'll emphasise the middle one, the quaver one. so it just flips around in the middle of the bar really. So I completely overestimated my ability to try and sing in 2 registers at once. My ability to sing is doubtful at the best of times. So just to summarise, practice those 3 bars. And practice sort of playing part of it and singing, or even, it sounds really dumb, thinking through the rhythm of the other bits, just to sort of get the patterns, and practice going from any one of them to any other. Suppose if we were to look at one more, a good sort of other one bar to look at would be, for example, bar 7, because the second half of bar 7 does the same rhythm as what bar 11 does, with that da, dun, da, da, dan, dun, da, da. But at the beginning we've got this da 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 da, which is introduced in bar 4. Try and play this. So da 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 da. Yeah, so we'll kind of incorporate that rhythm in as well. So just to summarise, bar 5, we've got this da 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 da. Bar number 7, da 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 boom da 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 boom da 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 boom da 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 bum ba ba bum bum ba ba. Then that same rhythm for the second half of that bar persists throughout all of bar 11 and bar 12 in fact. Da dun, da da dan, da da dan, da da dan, da da. And then bar 16 was the other one we picked on, wasn't it? Da 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 da. Just so that so you can do a ton of practice on the rhythm without actually playing it, and I think that would be a really, really good thing for you, because if you can kind of, once you really sort of feel the rhythm, as it were, I think you'll find it much easier to execute it, because you clearly know the notes really, really well. It's just sort of tidying up those rhythms. Super. I hope this video hasn't been too waffly. Probably has, knowing me, but hopefully there are a few kind of nuggets of use in there that you can sort of extract and work on. Brilliant. I shall see you later on. Thank you.